I talk to so many kids, everyone wants to become an AI engineer. So it seems to me that the entire world is going in that direction. But you've chosen a different path. You could have gone into an AI program, but you decided to go for data science. So what was the reasoning behind that? Welcome to the podcast, viewers. So today with us we have Priyanka Amrute. She's completed her undergraduate degree in engineering with a specialization in AI and data science. Now she has applied for master's programs to the United States and she has received 6 admits for data science. So in this episode we're going to understand from her how she went about the application process and what she did to get those 6 admits. So welcome to the podcast, Priyanka. Well done on getting 6 admits. How are you doing and how does it feel?
Thank you so much. I am really happy to be here today, and it actually feels very surreal to get these 6 admits, and I'm really happy for myself.
Priyanka, one question I want to start with is that your undergraduate degree is in AI and data science. Both these fields are in demand right now, and there are enough jobs in India. So, why did you choose to do a master's and that too in the United States?
This was something that I had asked myself at the beginning of this process. But I realized that studying abroad gives you the global exposure and access to cutting edge research technologies, along with along with building a professional network, which I think is really important for future career development. And though India has a booming tech ecosystem, I wanted to I wanted access to a broader curriculum and be near to tech hubs that drive innovation throughout the world.
Got it. So, 3 reasons. One is broader curriculum, second is professional network,
Yes.
and third one is international exposure.
Yes.
So, these are the 3 reasons.
Yeah.
So, Priyanka, I'm sure that a lot of kids who are in 12th standard are going to be watching this podcast, or even those students who are only in the first year of their engineering. And they would like to understand what the difference is between AI and DS because someone from the outside doesn't know what the difference between these two terms are. So, could you just explain very briefly to the audience what these two things are and what is the difference between the two?
In my experience, AI is more based on machine learning algorithms and research and development of automation of different systems. And data science is more a database, like it's based on the foundation of data, like the foundations of machine learning algorithm and various advanced systems, automated systems are based on the data that we need to understand deeply. Then we can like
Come up with insights.
come up with insights and then automate these systems. So I
So, would you say it's correct to assume that AI is basically the process where you train the computer how to think,
yeah
whereas data science is the process by which you analyze data and derive insights out of it? So, there's more human involvement in that?
right.
Okay, got it. So, then the follow up question to that would be that, the entire world is moving towards AI. I mean, I talk to so many kids, everyone wants to become an AI engineer. So, it seems to me that the entire world is going in that direction. But you've chosen a different path. You could have gone into an AI program, but you decided to go for data science. So, what was the reasoning behind that?
Definitely, AI is in boom right now, and as I said before, I realized that data is the foundation of everything. Like when I implemented various AI models or advanced machine learning algorithms, I realized that data was the base for everything. Like we needed to understand the data and process it to get to the models and other automated systems. So, being a data scientist, you really have to develop your statistical thinking and data interpretation and data wrangling skills. So, I think data is the base of everything.
So, I want to dig a bit deeper in that. You mentioned that you need to develop your statistical skills, data wrangling skills. So, pulling on the thread, if someone who's in engineering right now wants to become a data scientist in the future or wants to apply for masters in data science programs, what skills do you think they should be building and how long does it take to build those skills?
I majorly focused on a mix of technical as well as non-technical skills. On the technical side, I learned various coding languages like Python and R programming, which are an integral part of data science. And on the non-technical side, I developed my communication skills and data interpretation skills, which are important for data storytelling and understanding the data. And I think throughout my engineering journey, I did various certifications to get a head start for the topic, and then I did various hands-on projects and internship, and even tried various Kaggle competitions to actually implement what I had learned through the courses in my undergraduate studies.
So you mentioned something very interesting. You said that you need to build your mathematical or statistical skills. You said you need to build technical skills in terms of programming language. But then you also said that you need to build your communication skills, data storytelling skills.
Correct.
Now, this is not something that many students would expect out of a data scientist. So could you just share with me why it is important as a data scientist to also build your communication skills or your data storing skills?
I think being a data scientist is like 40% about explaining what you have actually done, what you have learned through that data. And to explain that to non-technical people, it's really necessary to that your communication skills and data storytelling skills are well showcased, as mostly non-technical people are not very versed with the technical terms in data science. So I think communication skills and interpretation skills are really important for a data scientist.
Got it. So your point is that even if you're very good at building the model and deriving the insights, if you can't communicate that to anyone, you're not going to be valuable in the industry.
True.
So you have to be able to explain what you've done and what those insights are to a layman also who may not be a data scientist themselves.
Right.
Got it. And then you also said, I think in your previous answer, that the way to build these skills is through certifications and through projects, and that is something you've done. In fact, you have several of them.
Right.
But I just want to understand, like, should a student focus more on doing certifications or should they focus more on building projects? And what helped you actually between the two?
I think definitely doing projects is more important than doing just mere certifications. Like certifications give you a start for a particular topic or a concept, but doing hands-on projects helps you implement the knowledge that you have learned through the certifications. I think doing hands-on projects give we face various errors by doing those projects, and we have to actually think what can be done to troubleshoot those errors, and this actually builds a practical knowledge of that subject and gives us various insights of that subject that cannot be just acknowledged through certifications. So I think doing hands-on project is more important than doing just certifications.
So you're saying that but when you do projects, you face a lot of challenges.
Right.
And when you solve those challenges, that's when the actual learning takes place. That's when the actual skill gets developed.
Correct.
So fine, you do certifications, but also make sure to implement them in projects.
Right.
All right. Now, one of the projects that you've done, I think, was with BARC.
Right.
And I'm sure that project added a lot of credibility to your profile because BRC is a government organization.
Correct.
So two things I'm sure everyone would want to know is, first of all, how did you even get this opportunity? Because it's not easy to get opportunities with the government of India. And secondly, what did the project entail?
Okay. So the BRC internship is only allowed for engineering students after their 5th semester.
Okay.
And to apply for that internship, there are various forms that are available on their website, and we have to attach our mark sheets as well as a resume with that application. And they basically shortlist the candidates based on a academic profile and past experiences. And my project in BRC was based on finding the gap between CTPIU pipes, which are important for nuclear reactor safety, and it was using machine learning and data science.
So you use machine learning and data science to predict where those gaps in the pipes would be.
Right.
So is this like a safety sort of a thing? Like, is it meant for safety or is it for something else?
Yeah, it's majorly meant for safety, as if the gap between the pipes are if they change to
Drastically or suddenly.
drastically, then it would create a major hassle or like a major accident. It can.
So the work that they gave you is actually very important.
Yeah.
I think that played a big role in you getting those 6 admits
Yeah.
because this is a very critical thing that you've done.
True.
That's really good. But building a profile is only half the story. You need to be able to present that profile also
Correct.
through your applications. And one major component of the application is the statement of purpose. What exactly did you write in your SOP that convinced 6 universities to give you an admit?
I believe that there is no such secret formula, but I realized that being authentic is what stood out my profile for that universities. I tried to connect my past experiences, like my coursework and projects that I had done, with why I actually why I actually chose that grad school. So I basically defined.
Did you basically write what your career goals were and also connect the university's program to your career goals in it?
Yeah, I personalized every university's SOP by actually finding out what that university's research opportunities were, their professors and their labs that they had for the master students. And I personalized every SOP according to the university. So I think that personal touch was really important to help me gain that admit.
So this seems like it would have taken a lot of work because I can imagine that first you have to reflect upon your past, define your
Right.
career goal, and then go back and do research per university and identify how to connect those things. So on average, like how long did it take you to write one SOP, and how many drafts did you have to write before it became final?
For my first draft, I actually took 2 months to actually get the final draft.
2 months.
Yeah. And after that, for each university, I changed the part where I had to personalize the why I chose that particular university, and that took around 1 week for every university.
So it's 2 months for the base draft where you
Yeah.
define everything, and then the university paragraph would change per university, and that also would take you around a week.
Right.
So how many versions did you go through to finalize?
I actually went through 2-3 versions per SOP, and
Wow.
even Admit Abroad helped a lot in rephrasing or getting finalizing the SOP. So it really helped a lot in that process.
So I'm just thinking to myself, you're doing your applications for all these universities, you're spending so much time on your SOP, plus you're doing your other certifications, your projects, your college academics are also there. How did you basically manage your time? And how did you manage not to get stressed?
It was very challenging at the beginning, but and there were very overwhelming times. I tried to break down every goal into weekly schedules, so I don't get the things don't get accumulated in the end. And my even Admit Abroad helped me a lot in defining.
Defining and going through the process, yeah, that's fine. But did you have to sacrifice a bit of your social life? Like maybe don't attend some family functions or go out less with friends or watch less Netflix or something or you didn't have to make any of those sacrifices?
I had to sacrifice a lot, to be honest. But I think if we consistent efforts over the months is most important rather than doing everything at the last moment. And I think that was the key for
the
getting
6
on.
admits.
Yeah.
So which were the 6 universities that you got your admits from?
I got admits from University of Southern California, Northeastern University, Arizona State University, Rochester Institute of Technology, Stevens Institute of Technology, and Pace University.
And you got scholarships from how many of them?
I got scholarships from five
So
universities.
you got scholarships from 5 out of the 6. And which is the one where you didn't get the scholarship?
University of Southern California.
Expected. It's a private university. They generally don't give scholarships. And which is the university that you selected?
University of Southern California.
Okay, so this is the other thing that interests me. You said you got 6 admits. 5 universities gave you the scholarship. But yet you chose the one university that is not giving you the scholarship. Why? What is the thinking behind that?
It was a tough decision as the scholarships were really tempting. But USC was something that I actually was looking for in the course. Their curriculum, the research opportunities that they provided, the professors that were there, and the place where the university is situated, that is Los Angeles. The all these factors were really important for my future career development, and these were and the way and since LA is a tech hub which have many industries, so I would also get like the industrial
Opportunities, yeah,
experience and
yeah.
the opportunities there. So I think that was the factor I chose university.
I think this is very good long-term thinking. A lot of the times, I think the mistakes that students make is they go purely by cost. But I think you need to take a very long-term, 30, 40-year long view because that's how long your career is. And in your case, you've correctly identified the right points. I mean, you said you looked at the curriculum, you looked at the professors, you looked at the research, and you looked at the location.
Correct.
I think you've made a very smart long-term decision, to be very honest. So now, last question, if you were to start the entire process again, what would you do differently?
I would definitely start a bit earlier uh, for shortlisting the universities and drafting my SOPs. And I would really like to have more time to talk with the students and alumni of the universities to get insights of the universities and then choose the university. But currently, I am still happy where I am right now, and it was a great learning experience throughout the process.
Got it. So when would you say is the ideal time for a student to start researching their university options or start building their profile?
I think if you are headstrong about going for study abroad, then you can start as early as your first year. But if you are not that decisive about going or not, then you can start from the beginning of your third year to at least prepare for exams like GRE and TOEFL or IELTS, and then you can shortlist the universities by the end of third year or give exams by the end of third year. That's what I did.
So the earliest you can start, if you're sure, is in the first year.
Right.
And the latest you should start is the third year.
Third year.
Got it. So anyway, Priyanka, thank you for doing this. You shared some amazing insights. I'm sure this is going to be super valuable to anyone who's thinking of studying abroad.
Thank you so much for calling me here today.
And to all the viewers, I hope you liked the content for this episode. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. That tells us that we need to get more such content for you. I'll see you in the next one.